This documentary is about what we think of Bristol and in the creative media side. There are 3 sections to this documentary. We're going to show you film, TV, gaming and animation.
Animation is a way to make images and figures come to life. Bristol is a real centre for animation.
Aardman Digital was set up in 2007 and have created some of the most memorable animations and movies such as Chicken Run, Fred Claus, Wallace and Gromit and Pirates and Adventurous Scientists.
Action!
They also created the internet star Angry Kid, which is about a kid that gets up to outrageous things.
Oi! One more word out of you and you'll get such a hiding!
They also make games about the movies and animations that they have done, such as Wallace and Gromit, Pirates and Fred Claus. Aardman Digital create interactive entertainment to help people get more into the animation. An example of this is The Itch of the Golden Knit. The character and story for this movie were created by an online community of 25,000 children.
It's based on a book called The Tailless Transparent Goblin. Originally in After Effects you create a map and you create all your animations around that map, and then there's software called Mapper which allows you to designate where you want the light to be and where you want your projections to be. So if you just want the clouds lit up, then you designate that in the software.
BDH is a Bristol-based special effects company that specialises in 3D animation and motion graphics. They do title sequences for Planet Earth, Top Gear and Wonders of the Universe. Planet Earth was one of the longest projects BDH ever did, spending 4 years on their breathtaking images used by NASA. Wonders of the Universe was made by BDH using their most breathtaking visual effects to date today.
In Bristol there are a lot of small indie companies, not just for games but for music and animation also.
There's a company called Red Wasp, who are an indie games developer, who also make, I think they make apps, and they changed a game from being an app to online computing.
It takes a couple of years to make a good solid game, and you need to make quite a lot before you actually get the one of hits.
Yeah, so do you always succeed with your first game?
No.
Red Wasp Design is a small indie games company that was formed in 2011 consisting of 3 people. We met one of them, Tom Rawlings, when we went to the Pervasive Media studio in town. We did an email interview with him and he told us more about the company.
What is Tom's role in the company?
Tom said as they were indie developers they all have to do a bit of everything. However, his main roles are the game design, marketing, testing and outreach.
Can you tell us about Call of Cthulhu and what made you come up with the idea?
The game is based on a cult horror writer of the 1930s by an author called H.P. Lovecraft, who was an inspiration to Tom.
What were the stages of development for Call of Cthulhu and roughly how long did it last?
It took about 18 months to make. The stages are concept, working on the parameters of the game, which took 2 months. First playable, first game you can see running, though very rough, 4 months. Alpha, all content in but not all working fully, 2 months. Beta, all content in and only minor bugs, 2 months. Release, it's done, on iPhone, 2 months. We then took 6 months to port the game to PC and Android.
Watershed is based in Bristol. It consists of 3 cinemas, a cafe, conference and event spaces and also the Pervasive Media Studios. It is a venue for young upcoming talent.
The Watershed is what we call an exhibitor, so we're a cinema that mainly showcases films, and we showcase a huge range of films because we're what you call an art house cinema, so we're a little bit different from multiplexes in that we might screen a bigger diversity of films, foreign languages films, from up and coming directors, films that you might not see normally at the cinema. I think the biggest top tip I've got for young filmmakers is make films about stuff you're interested in, because I think the sort of passion for a subject area really comes through with a film. I think also sometimes a simplest idea is the most effective.
Like a summer film. How long did it take? 5 weeks. Oh yeah, we've reached it.
It's not the first film.
Yeah, your first feature, yeah. Absolutely, definitely. Yeah. I've done more stage in the past, but definitely. Yeah, a couple of short films, a bit of theatre, and I trained before that as well, so I was out. I come from a dancing background. I've been a commercial dancer for 8 years, dancing for artists and stuff. But I know the producer of the film, Damien Jones, and he kind of sent me the script to have a read, and I was like, I want to cast for this film, so you need to get me in. So yeah, I went into cast for it and then got the part of Sarah. So yeah, mine's totally different. I don't even have an agent yet. So.
We went to the BBC Bristol for a college trip last year where we were taken around on a tour. You might have seen a few of these programmes like Planet Earth, Frozen Planet and Deadly 60 on TV. As the camera operators can't get close enough to the wildlife, they can't get a good sound of whatever they're filming, so when they get back to the editing, they add their own sound effects. The sound effects sound similar to what they're filming, like the sound of a polar bear walking in the snow.
There are also many independent companies based in Bristol with big success. For example, RDF Television, who have produced TV shows such as Wife Swap, Secret Millionaire, Son, Sex and Suspicious Parents, and many more. Also, Collision Films have made big success with their award-winning music videos for bands such as Radiohead, The Killers, Franz Ferdinand, and many more.
Where have you been today, guys?
Wait. Ah! It's a koala bear.
I thought it was a dead bunny foot.